Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I ordered some decals for my vehicle so I could promote the channel. And today I'm going to go ahead and put this one on my truck. And I figured, I had to do a little bit of research to find out how to install it, so why not make a video? So here's how to install a micro perforated window decal. And this decal you can see through from the inside, just not the outside. So we're gonna put it right over here on this window. Back it up. Right here on this window. It's a little bigger, so I'll put it on there and then I'll trim it. Things that I need is a squeegee. This one's like felt lined, like a velvet. I'm gonna maybe use the tape, I'm not sure yet, but rubber gloves for the cleaning solution because we're using some pretty gross stuff. Paper towels and more paper towels, lots of paper towels. The cleaning that we're using, the internet will tell you should not mix these, but the manufacturer says 1/2 cup ammonia added to 1/2 cup of alcohol and 1/2 cup of water. So I recommend put the water in, then the alcohol, and then the ammonia, so that you have to smell the ammonia the least amount of time. And then you have soap and water. That's so that you can do a wet install. You basically spray the window down with it, and it allows you to move it a little bit before it's set in place, and then you have to give it 24 hours to dry. The soap and water is very little soap, like 3 or 4 drops to a pint of water. And then on the ammonia, alcohol, and water, another reason I did it that way was because putting the water in there first is going to dilute down everything. Adding alcohol to ammonia, I don't know, adding just a little bit of alcohol to ammonia slowly, or a little bit of ammonia to alcohol, it releases chemicals. So I figure water first, then alcohol, then ammonia. But just don't breathe the stuff in when you are using it, because it is pretty toxic. And try not to do it when it's windy. And if it is a little windy, definitely don't stand downwind, because you don't want to spray yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up the window here, and I'll be back. Okay, so before I cleaned it, I just wanted to do this first. This is my idea that I came up with, combined from some different videos and tips I saw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tape as hinges to get it right back in the same spot once I'm done. So I'm going to fold it up over the roof and then clean it up, and then that way I'll be able to just peel off the backing and lay it back down, and it should be right in the correct spot. And I basically centered it as much as I could between the left and right, as high as I could, which made the bottom of the decal right at the bottom of the window. So there will be, some spots that the decal doesn't cover at the top and the side here. But I'll be able to trim it right up along the inside of that center window, and that's good. And then along the edge here, and that'll be good for me. I think it'll look good. We'll see. Okay guys, so I went through this really quickly just because it dries real fast. So once I got this all clean and sprayed it with the soap and water, I pretty quickly had to flip it down over it. So I removed the backing here and flipped it over. It didn't really go exactly where I wanted, so I pulled it back up, and now I'm going to spray it again and try to get it right where I want it. And I'll be right back, but it does look like it's going to work out pretty well. Well, it's on there. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so it's like millimeters off from perfect, but it looks good. I did peel back the tape here just to make sure that the QR code worked, because it doesn't look the same. It's a little bit rough when you get up close on it, but it does pick it up, so that's good. And I will have to trim around the sides, but I think I'm going to do that after it dries, because it's not actually sticking anywhere other than the glass. Just pull it up right there on that little part, but I'll cut it afterwards. And using the squeegee with this little felt part, you definitely got to have one of these. Do not do this with a credit card or you'll damage that thing. It's I mean, that surface, I'm pretty sure you're going to scratch it if you use a credit card or anything like that. The felt thing was really cheap. It's basically just if you don't want to buy one, get some felt and wrap it around a credit card and you'll be good with that. But just make sure you have something soft so that you don't damage the surface. And push it all the way towards the outside from the center. Start in the center and work all the air and water out towards the sides in every direction. And I think I did pretty good. Can't wait to see how it looks once I get it all cleaned up. But it's not too difficult. Just getting it real clean and prepping it is the biggest thing. Okay, so it's almost dry, but I am having a little trouble reading the QR code. So what I decided to do is I'm going to try to touch up the QR code because there's a lot of little holes in the white. So I'm thinking if I touch up with some latex paint over those little holes in the white, then it should read better. So we'll see if that works, hopefully. Alright, 24 hours later, and I went ahead and trimmed up the side and the top corner there, and it's pretty well done. There is a tiny bit of water still in there. I'd say probably about 5% as much as there was when I initially did it, so it is drying out. Probably it won't be fully dry till tomorrow, I'd guess, because it's not going to be hot, but yeah, it came out pretty good. And the QR code, I did kind of touch up with some paint around the edge there to kind of make it a little more distinct. I might need to do a little more, but for now it's working, so that feels pretty good. It's there, and it wasn't too hard, I guess. I mean, if you take your time and just make sure you prep the surface good, it's not that big a deal. I did end up having an interesting situation. The place where I got these was called science.com, and on their website they have instructions on how to apply the decals, and in their description on there it tells you to use ammonia, alcohol, and water. Well, I decided to email them just to verify that, but in the meantime went ahead and did it, and it all worked great. Well, they emailed me back saying that it wasn't the recommended method. So I sent them back saying that this is the method I got off of your website. How is it not the recommended method? And so finally I ended up sending them the link to their information, because they sent me another instructional on how to do it, but it's an instructional that's not on their website. The one that I was talking about is the one that's on their website. So if it's wrong, hopefully they'll fix it, but it worked fine for me. This is looking really good, and it's really stuck well. So I don't know why it's not the recommended procedure, but it sure seems like it works to me. Okay, so the only thing that I am having a problem with here is I did miss one little bubble up here on the H. So I'm going to poke a little tiny hole with a needle into it so I can get the air out, because I can't push it to the sides. So yeah, I missed it, but I guess maybe I should have paid more attention when I was pushing out from the center. So hopefully you can.